Grace and peace to each and every one of you on today. Over 50 years ago, the late great Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. delivered The Drum Major Instinct. This sermon was delivered at Ebenezer Baptist Church at Atlanta, Georgia. In this sermon, he acknowledges the fact that many people desire recognition. They desire to be first. He calls this desire the drum major instinct. And then later on, at the conclusion of his sermon, he proposes an alternative kind of ambition one can achieve through a life of service. He concludes his sermon by saying, I want to leave a committed life behind. This video, in the wake of tragedy and fear and hate and violence that we now have to endure, I wanted to leave with you aspects of this historic sermon, The Drum Major Instinct by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. We all want to be important, to surpass others, to achieve distinction, to lead the parade. Alfred Adler, the great psychoanalyst, contends that this is the dominant impulse. Sigmund Freud used to contend that sex was the dominant impulse, and Adler came with a new argument, saying that this quest for recognition, this desire for attention, this desire for distinction is the basic impulse, the basic drive of human life. This drum major instinct. And you know, we begin early to ask life to put us first. Our first cry as a baby was a bid for attention. And all through childhood, the drum major instinct is a major obsession. Children ask life to grant them first place. They are a little bundle of ego, and they have innately the drum major instinct. Now, in adult life, we still have it, and we really never get by it. We like to do something good, and you know, we like to be praised for it. Now, if you don't believe that, you just go on living life, and you will discover very soon that you like to be praised. Everybody likes it, as a matter of fact. And somehow this warm glow we feel when we are praised or when our name is in print is something like the vitamin A to our ego. Nobody is unhappy when they are praised, even if they know they don't deserve it, and even if they don't believe it. The only unhappy people about praise is when that praise is going too much towards somebody else. But everybody likes to be praised because of this real drum major instinct. There comes a time that the drum major instinct becomes destructive. And that's where I want to move on to now. Now that the other thing is that this drum major instinct can be tragic. And we have seen it happen so often. This matter of the tragic drum major instinct that fuels race prejudices. Many have written about this problem. Lillian Smith used to say it beautifully in some of her books. And she would say it to the point of getting men and women to see source of the problem. Do you know that a lot of the race problems grows out of the drum major instinct? A need that some people have to feel superior. A need that some people have to feel that they are first. And to feel that their white skin ordained them to be first. And they have said over and over again in ways that we see with our own eyes. And not only does this thing go into the racial struggle, it goes into the struggles between nations. And I would submit to you this morning that what is wrong in the world today is that the nations of this world are engaged in a bitter, colossal contest for supremacy. And if something doesn't happen to stop this trend, I'm surely afraid that we won't be here to talk about Jesus Christ and about God and about brotherhood too many more years. If something and somebody doesn't bring an end to this suicidal thrust that we see in the world today, and none of us are going to be around because somebody is going to make the mistake through our senseless blundering of dropping a nuclear bomb somewhere. And then another one is going to drop. And don't let anybody fool you. This could happen within a matter of seconds. They have 20 megaton bombs in Russia right now that can destroy a city as big as New York in 3 seconds, with everybody wiped out and every building. And we can do the same thing to Russia and China. But this is why we are drifting. And we're drifting there because nations are caught up with the drum major instinct. I must be first. I must be supreme. Our nation must rule the world. And I'm sad to say that the nation in which we live is the supreme culprit. And I'm going to continue to say it to America because I love this country too much to see the drift that she has taken. God didn't call America to do what she's doing in the world today.